This is Miss Kathie Vlogs, and I am in week 6 of my recovery. And the nurse, well, my doctor here at the rehabilitation center said that I am fully detoxed. So now it's all about staying on the right track and everything like that. I am supposed to be released to go home or discharged to go home this week, but we will see how that works out. I do have some intense PT session, physical therapy sessions uh, this week, and the people that are evaluating me, they'll be able to tell me exactly if I'm actually really ready to go home by myself because I do live alone at the moment. And so I thought I'd jump on here live and just talk a little bit about my experience with Reiki healing. So, of course, I'm not saying that Reiki healing that you should use it to uh, use it instead of going to see your medical doctor. So, this is a disclaimer for that. I'm not recommending anyone get off of their meds to go into a holistic type of treatment. Okay. But what I can say from my own experience is that it's a big help if you add it on. And I'll tell you why. Okay. So before I actually went to the hospital, before, let's see, it is July, June. Oh, my nurse is coming in. Hello?
My name is Catherine.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine.
I'm here to do blood work.
Okay. So my nurse is getting ready to do my blood work here. Uh, is it okay if I just leave this on for a
Yeah,
little bit? Okay.
totally fine.
So,
I'll be real quick.
okay. So, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm gonna
Good.
get a little bit tight, okay?
Okay.
Make a soft fist for me.
Okay. Okay. And there's the big poke. Hey, Melody. Hey, Ray. I'm getting some blood work done tonight or this morning. Hi, hi, hi. I'm still in the rehab facility right now. Okay.
Relax your hand.
Okay. Thank you so much. And there's my warrior badge.
Right. You
Alrighty.
have a good night.
You too. Bye bye. So, yeah, so one of the things that's going on with me while I'm in rehab is that I'm on a water uh, uh, water pills to get the excess fluid off of me in water, from the drinking all of those months. So they have to check my blood every so often, every few days, to make sure that everything is okay, like with my potassium. So, yeah. So, this is one of the things that you may have to go through when you are in recovery and battling alcoholism. And let me just see who's on here. Hit the thumbs up, you guys. I'm going to get more into the topic of the video in a second, but because my nurse just came in here, my blood work nurse anyway. I got another nurse. She's going to be coming in tonight and giving me my meds. So let's see who's on here. We got Kenya. Hey, Kenya. And we got Ellie, Moss, Real Life TV, and Ray. Yeah, I'm streaming late because I'm normally up late. Well, it's kind of like early for me anyway. So um, even my PT sessions are, they come get me like about 3 o'clock. So yeah, I'm on a different schedule, you know. And some people are on the nighttime schedule, night owls, and some people are early bird people. So I mean, I can kind of work it either way, but mostly I'm a definitely a night owl person. Yeah, let me see what you guys are saying in there. Okay, so we got uh, a bot in there, I guess. So yeah, this, like I said, this was week 6 in my recovery, and I'm doing so much better. And um, like I was saying earlier, Reiki healing. Let's see, you look more tired than me. Yeah, I'll probably. Um, I probably just look more tired because I'm a recovering alcoholic and I'm in rehab center. So you should have saw me last month. So yeah, so the Reiki healing is really helping me a lot too. Like I said, it's not to replace a medical doctor, but it did help me get myself into the hospital first before I came here to the detox recovery uh, center here to get help. Okay. So with the Reiki healing, it really relaxed my nerves because when you are, uh, you'll have withdrawals, especially if you haven't drank like in a while or you're coming off of drinking or something like that. The Reiki healing sessions or the music, the vibrations, they actually help calm you. And so I recognize that I have another
That right there?
visitor. Pardon?
No, I did not leave it, right? The thing that I used to tie your hand.
No, I think you took it with you. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Okay. She thought she forgot something, my nurse. Okay. So so if you know anybody who's suffering from that, alcoholism, and they're having issues with withdrawing, I would say, are their nerves bad, or and if they can't get to detox right away or get to the hospital right away, I would say try to put that on the Reiki healing music, and I would definitely recommend alchemy healing. If you go on YouTube and Google up alchemy healing, there's this Reiki healing master. Her name is Hoa, and it starts with a Hoa, and she's very gifted, and she's really, really good. And I would recommend playing any one of her videos. It's just really, really good. And if for those of you who are interested into Reiki or never heard of Reiki, some people say it different ways, Reiki, or whatever. But it's a universal life source, and the energy is meant to, help calm you, protect you, give you strength. It's like a prayer or, something along that line. It's a positive healing source. It's a higher source. So um, I definitely would recommend that. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let's see. Let's see. Last time I stayed up at night, I forgot about my food in the microwave. I tried to eat and I threw up, Wendy. Listen, she's not fat. When she gets some water, the gravitational pull goes away. Oh, you guys are saying something about, oh, my weight. Oh, I don't care about that. But I did lose 10 pounds of fluid from drinking alcohol, which I'm proud of myself for that. So, yeah. So it doesn't matter because one day you'll be fat too. And then people will talk about you. Because I remember when I was younger, I would make fun of fat people all the time. And I would be like, fat, 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 fat. And my mom told me one day, she said, you're going to keep making fun of fat people one day, and you're going to be fat yourself. And that's exactly what happened. So yeah, it's gonna happen to you too. And you're gonna think about this lady on YouTube you insulted and called fat when you big and fat and can't get out the bed. Hey, let me see what you guys are saying. Okay. Oh yeah, Miss Wendy the troll. So anyway, you guys, yeah, I recommend the Reiki healing. It's really, really good for you spiritually, physically. It protects you, and it doesn't matter how old you are, your age. Listen to that. That's it would really really help you along your journey. And like I said, but make sure you do take your medicine, especially if you're in a facility. Make sure you're taking your medication that the doctors and the nurses are giving you so that you can get better. And I'm definitely looking forward to going home. And one of the things that I want to do is just make sure I continue doing my physical therapy, which is working out and everything and getting stronger because I plan on going to Thailand. And I definitely got to be strong and ready for that. So I'm looking forward to that. And so, with this message, these videos on this channel is all about alcohol awareness. Okay, so if you guys can hit the like button, I really appreciate it to get this video pushed out. If you drink alcohol, I would recommend to just stay away from it, especially if you're younger. I know a lot of people, drink casually and everything like that, but actually, alcohol is worse for you than marijuana. And alcohol does a lot to your body. If you go back to some of my earlier videos, I've discussed the health problems it's given me from being an alcoholic. I had problems with my heart, which my heart is doing a whole lot better now, but it gave me issues with my heart. It gave me issues with my liver, and it also gave me overall issues with uh, edema, which is like my body wanted to keep the alcohol or the fluid on my body, which causes like a swelling in your body. So it wants to make it inflames you like inflammatory. So, a few drinks, it may not affect you in the beginning. You may be drinking for a year or two and you're skinny and everything is fine, or, you're not seeing any health, anything's going on with your health. But trust me, well, I wouldn't say trust me, but I would say do your research and see for yourself. It will catch up with you. And I wouldn't recommend drinking. There's so many other things that you can do. And I noticed, like, since I've stopped drinking this time, because this time was the worst time. I've had a battle with addiction off and on for the past few years of my life. And my parents did too. So um, I would highly recommend that you guys, stay away from it if you can. I know they glamorize it on TV, and they have these shows and soap operas, and they work it into people's lives, and the people going to bars and stuff like that. But um, in the long run, it's it doesn't do anything but hurt you, and I can attest to that. And if I can help or save one person who's watching this from going through it, then please, listen to me so you don't have to go through what I'll go through, what I've been through, what I'm still going through. I had to work on getting my mobility back in my body because alcohol uh, hurts your muscles. It takes away a lot of your muscles. It makes you weak. It makes you not as active and functional as you used to be. It messes with your mind a lot. It can give you psychosis and have you think all type of weird stuff that's happening and it's really not happening, and it costs relationships, it messes up friendships, it messes up relationships, all of that. So I wouldn't recommend it. If you can stay away from alcohol, then keep it out of your life. There's so many great drinks that you can drink without having alcohol in it. There's great mocktails, juices, fruits that you can create, ice, teas and different fruit teas, and you know just lots of different type of great stuff, matcha stuff. You don't have to have the alcohol in it. And I'm just saying, like I said, if I can help one person not do it, then that's a good thing for me. And it's just really not worth it. If you want to share your journey in the comment section, you can, and I'm going to read in the comment section what some of you were saying as well. Right quick, let me see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Kiki says, yeah, but this shit ain't getting you drunk though. Uh-huh. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, this, and I can't understand what that says right there. Pardon me. But yeah, but yeah, there's definitely other things that you can get into that would benefit your life a whole lot better than alcohol. And just from my experience, it's just not worth life. You come in here into a rehabilitation center, like I said, you lose all of your privacy. You see how the nurse just came in here on me? Sometimes they come in here when they'll knock and come in. Sometimes they won't knock, they'll just come in. And, sometimes I'm not dressed, I'm naked, or, I'm in the middle of a meal, which the food here sucks sometimes. I mean, like, you know, you're not going to be eating the same as you like when you're at home, or if you go out to eat. I mean, you're going to have their food, and their food is almost like jail food. A lot of it, it's not good. Sometimes they might have it good, but most of the time the food here sucks at these type of facilities. It's disgusting. And it's because they make it so that you can get better. They don't make it for flavor. They make it so you can get better. So they're not putting salts in it. They're not putting spices and stuff in it. I mean, you're just going to get a bland old bowl of vegetables. And you know what's going to happen is that you're going to be so hungry is you're going to eat that bland bowl of vegetables because you have to eat. And you have to eat so you can take your medicine. So, like I said, I went from eating five-star meals to eating, close to jail food in these facilities, which I've complained about. Many people complain about the food here, and they try to do the best that they can, but it's always going to be something about these facilities, meals, and stuff like that because, they have to cut and save money, and then you're cooking for so many people who have dietary needs. So it's like hospital. It's worse than hospital food. I think it's worse than hospital food. I actually, you know. So, some people they're doing, they order out. I've had to order out before because I just couldn't eat the food here that day. It just is. It's a mind game. And then they have me on these water pills, and so I'm peeing all the time, y'all. You could call me Miss Kathy P because I'm peeing this fluid off. That's from me drinking all the time. Drinking, drinking, drinking. Drinking makes you fat. Drinking makes you put on weight. Drinking made me this heavy. If you go back and look at some of my videos, I wasn't this heavy, even though I lost 10 pounds in a week. But that's just from getting the alcohol off my body. Drinking will catch up with you and make you fat. Now, sometimes alcohol will make people skinny, but alcohol will make some people fat too because of the extra calories. All that alcohol is going straight to your thighs and your butt and your belly because it's turning it right to sugar. It's turning it right to sugar. Alcohol, when you drink it, is turning it right back to sugar, and sugar turns to fat, right, y'all? So that's exactly where it's going. It's going to hang out until you find some way to flush it out, or if you don't, it's going to start coming up and trying to mess with your heart, which is what happened to me. So that's what I'm saying. Um, I hate these liquor stores. Most of us, we spent money, years and years of all these to these liquor stores and stuff, and society is telling us, oh, it's okay to have wine and all that stuff like that. It's really not okay. It's really not okay. It's not good for us. I know some people can have an occasional drink, good for them, but the majority of people, no. Once they start drinking, it's a party. They're gonna be drinking for hours. They're gonna have more than a bottle of wine. Let's just keep it real, okay? And that's most of us. That's what I'm saying. If you can avoid it, stay away from it as much as you can. You don't need it. You really don't. Life is so much better without alcohol. I've been sober before, and then I fell off the road and I started drinking again. But like I said, this time I'm done because this time scared me. It scared me enough to know if I start by drinking again, I'm not going to be here. I'm going to die. I know that now because I have cirrhosis of the liver. Okay? You know what that is? I'm in stage 1. So, if I don't stop drinking, I'm gonna die. And once it gets up to stage 4, that's like a cancer. You're out of here. You don't get no more chances to stop drinking. Okay? Let me see what you guys are saying on here. Braxton said, "What brand is your microwave?" I don't have a microwave here. When you're in a rehab facility like this, you don't have a microwave. The nurses can't heat up anything for you in the hospitals, yeah, but when you're in a rehab facility like this, you don't get a microwave. I would love a cup of coffee right now. I can't drink coffee. If I ask a nurse for some coffee right now, they'd be like, there's no coffee machines up here right now. Nothing open. They shut it down. After 8 o'clock, everything is shut down. You know how you can probably go to the store, go to the drive through and get you something to eat, maybe McDonald's hamburger. Shut down. Can't do nothing. That's it. If you don't get in and get something to eat or whatever, after they shut the doors and lock it down, it's a lockdown. Nobody gets in, nobody gets out. It's it. That's it. Because if they would leave it open like that, do you imagine how many people would probably try to sneak around and get something to drink or do drugs and stuff like that? They're very strict in these type of facilities. They're not going to let you out. They're not going to let people in after a certain time of night unless you're a nurse or something or coming to work. Then yeah, and then you have to have your ID and all that. Yeah, yeah. So I'm in Texas, you guys. I'm in the great state of Texas, and yeah. So I'm here. I really appreciate all of y'all, like I said again, for subscribing to my channel to get me up to 50 subscribers so I can go live. Because I wanted to go live just to talk more about these facilities, so you guys who might be struggling with addiction or, any kind, but especially alcoholism. And, if you can stop. you know, um, wean yourself off of it more if you can. Because you know how they said all those health problems on that can of beer or on that box of wine, it talks about Surgeon Health General and all of that, they put that there for a reason. See, when I was younger and I would see that, I would say, "Ah, they're not talking about me, the Surgeon Health General or whatever. They- They're not, they're not talking about me. This is not gonna be me. I'm not gonna drink that much to where I have health problems. Not me. But here I am. Here I am in this facility, and yeah." Now I'm in here by myself. There's another bed over there, but there's a story behind that. I got a new bed in here, and those gowns right there, when they wash, everybody in this facility pretty much wears the same gown. So when they, which is, yeah, I know. Think about that too when you come to a place like this because you won't stop drinking. Okay, you have to wear the same gowns that other people wear, same clothes because they wash all the gowns and stuff together. And so they have this soap in there that's really, really strong, to kill the germs and stuff and all that. So I'm kind of allergic to it. So I have to put my gowns out like the night before to kind of air it out so I don't smell all of that, whatever that is, the cleaner that they use it with, because it's really disgusting. It's really disgusting. And yeah, yeah, you have a lot to look forward with that. A lot. But since I've been in here as well, I have been listening to the Reiki healing music. And like I said, it's very helpful. It's very healing and it relaxes your nerves. You might start having withdrawals or, feeling kind of anxious. It just kind of helps soothe you until you can get to your medication or until you can get the help that you need. It's just very helpful along the way. And play it while you sleep as well. Like I said, Reiki healing was invented by Japanese people, but I did some more research and also found out that it was invented by Egyptian people as well. So you have that shamanistic type of energy in there. And Reiki is considered, like I said, a universal life source. So with that, it's like an entity. Okay. So it's like a God source or maybe like a deity type of source, universal source. Like it's a higher energy, a higher power is what it is. And it does a lot with helping to clear out negative energy, toxic energy. It's also good with bringing money into your home and a lot of different things like that. And you'll have to listen to it more than once, okay, you guys, for it to work. So the Reiki healing, um, you'll probably need to listen to it maybe at least 4 or 5 times during the week, or just as much as your spirit person or you feel like you want to listen to it because it's very helpful, very helpful. Uh, you know, I think if I wasn't listening to the Reiki healing before I decided to seek help, I probably would still be at home drinking right now. It's heavily, is what I really do believe. Yeah, it's what I really do believe. So, yeah, I thought I'd get on here for a little while and share that experience. Some of the stuff, you guys, I might be repeating myself, but it's some people need to hear it. This society that we live in, it we've been lied to so much, you guys, about certain things, and a lot of things we just have to do research ourselves and kind of ask questions and come to our own conclusions about things. Um, they should really put more emphasis on how bad alcohol is. They tried to do it back in the 1920s and the 30s and all that when they tried to abolish liquor and all of that. And I remember reading about that in history when I was in school. And I was like, why would they do that? But now I understand why, because it was destroying so many lives and killing so many people. Alcohol will turn you into a different person than what you are. So, and it just broke up so many homes and families. So that's why people wanted to abolish it. Now, in this great state of Texas, they are very strict about their liquor laws. Some states you can go and get liquor. Um, I think like late at night, anytime during the night or whatever. But in Texas and also like Bible Belt states like Oklahoma and places like that, you can only get liquor after a certain time or get served liquor after a certain time at bars. I think if you wanted to buy it from an establishment um, after 1 o'clock, they won't sell it to you or something like that. So, and that's just to stop, just to try to control it because, like I said, people need help. Alcoholics need help because once we start one drink, we want another and another. And when you're partying out there and you're feeling good, hey, it always feels good going down. The liquor feels so good going down, and then, it's like the next day, it's like, what the freaking frack did I say and do? So, yeah, it's just the government trying to help control that. And, so many car wrecks and, people dying from alcohol related accidents and things like that. So that's just one way the government's trying to keep a wrap on it. Uh, Alcohol is a vicious, vicious demon, and it comes in the form it's a good friend, but it's really a thief and a backstabber, and it's a controlling mechanism to your demise. Straight up. So I thank you guys for watching. I was going to be on here just a little bit. I'll be uploading some more videos. I'll be going to my physical therapy and stuff tomorrow. And I got some photos of my physical therapy people I took some selfies with. And I'll also take a picture of my lunch. Yeah, you guys want to see what I'm going to eat? We'll see if it's going to be good or not. So, like I said, thank you guys for watching. I love y'all. And if you can stay away from it, stay away from it. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Bye.